Okay, now we have considered a problem. The question goes like this: a hexagonal prism of base sides 25 mm and height 50 mm is resting on one of its corners on HP such that its axis makes 40 degree with HP and 40 degree with VP. So this problem obviously demands beta calculation. So for which the initial position should be constructed like this, like how I have explained. You should see that the line connecting the two corners must be parallel so that can be seen here very clearly. It's visible if you look into the front view. So this completes the details of the front view, and afterwards we need to change the position. So what you have to do is you must only copy this one. You need to retain this and move it here such that this corner, or you can even choose this corner also. I have selected this corner. So select that one and give an angle of 40 degree by selecting the entire geometry. So after doing that one, we need to draw horizontal projection lines and vertical projection lines, and by virtue of outermost boundary concept, like how we have learnt in theory classes, you just locate these things by thick lines followed by seen edges. Seen edges is, since the upper surface is very close by to the observer, these two edges are going to be seen, followed by one of the longer edges. Then obviously the base surface will be partially visible, so that should be shown by thick dash line, and this longer edge is not going to be seen, it is away from the observer, so therefore to be shown by thick dash line. So after completing that one, you also calculate, because this problem involves beta calculation, you measure the distance between the new axis lines. Okay, this gives us the foreshortened distance of the axis. So that means axis which was 50 mm has been reduced to 38.3 mm. So this should be considered while calculating the beta, which I have done here. So I will just zoom and show. See, beta calculation must be drawn by drawing a 40 degree line. Okay, let me come back to normalcy only. See, you just draw a 40 degree line, and this line is actually 50 mm. I have drawn the true length of the axis, and from here I have taken the radius of 38.3 mm, and I have drawn an arc to calculate beta, like how we have done earlier. Even in theory also you have already learnt, and if you proceed back, you would get back the beta value, which comes 57 degree in the software. Okay, manual drafting you may get 56 or 58. So 1 degree deviation in manual drafting is allowed, whereas in software you must get exactly this value. So after doing this beta calculation, what you have to do is you must copy this one. You need to retain this, and while copying this one, what you have to do is you must move it with respect to this point and see that this point coincides with this point. Okay, and then superimpose that to the beta line you have calculated, so that this figure looks like this. That means the top view in the final position looks like this. The front view would be a beautiful three-dimensional view. To get the front view, you need to draw the all horizontal projection lines. To overcome confusion, what you have to do is you take care the top surface, that is the upper surface first. So corresponding projection lines must be drawn. All horizontal projection lines. Okay, and you take care only that corresponding vertical projection lines. Locate new A dash, new B dash, etc. up to F dash, and similarly consider the lower surface, and corresponding horizontal projection lines must be drawn like this. Okay, so that we get new A1 dash, new B1 dash, new C1 dash, new D1 dash, E1 dash, F1 dash. So after doing that one, as usual, outermost boundary concept. According to outermost boundary concept, this line followed by this, and this line, and followed by this. So these are going to constitute the outermost boundary. Afterwards, if you observe carefully, to the observer the lower surface is very close by, so therefore entire lower surface is supposed to be clearly visible. So therefore you show the remaining part of the base edges here also by thick line, and connect the longer edges from these two corners also to the corresponding other corners. So now we have completed all the seen edges. Unseen edges, obviously the upper surface is away from the observer, so therefore upper surface is partially visible, so which has been shown by thick dashed line, and the two longer edges are going to be not seen, therefore shown by thick dashed line. After completing this, you draw the axis line by drawing one horizontal projection line and one vertical projection line on either side to locate mu O dash and mu O1 dash. Okay, thank you.